Hello and welcome to AAA Reviews. Today I am going to be reviewing X-Force Part 2. These are the 1992 series that were released. I've got 4 more figures for you, price guides and some pro tips. If you haven't already, please hit a like, please hit subscribe, please turn on notifications and please share with your friends. It's a small thing for you, but it means a big thing for me as I'm trying to help this channel grow and to reach more and more people. I've had a really good week this week. I picked up a daily bugle because if you don't know already, I am still collecting, still searching for things. So that was a massive grail that I managed to get in my collection. And of course, I will do a review on Toybiz Spider-Man and play sets and everything else later on down the line, but today we're jumping straight in with these X-Force X-Men figures. I would like to thank Nate, Nostalgia Nate, who you can follow on Twitter in the link in the description, and also X-Men Creators. You can follow the link to his channel. He's always covering all things Toybiz, so definitely worth taking a look if this is your thing. And a big thanks to you guys for subscribing and watching, because you make it all worthwhile. Okay, so let's jump straight into this review. Here we have Stryfe. His gimmick is he has a removable helmet. Articulation is not great. There is some articulation in his waist, in his knees. The standard sort of articulation you got for these figures, some in his elbows as well. Comes with that really cool cape, looks really cool. It's got that great big hammer. Of course, not a lot is known about Stryfe. Is he Cable's evil brother? Is he Cable from the future? No one really knows. A really cool figure. What would Stryfe cost you in today's prices in September 2021? Well, if you're in the US, the average price for Stryfe was $35. In Canada, the average price for Stryfe was $55, and a big proportion of that, of course, is made up of postage. I always include postage as it is a cost to you, and in the UK currently the average price for a Stryfe is 35 UK pounds. Now that's reasonably cheap, to be honest, because there are just so happens to be some examples around at the moment on the big selling site eBay. But if they were to sell, you'd then have to start looking to get from abroad, which could push the price up if you're here in the UK. Loose in the US, he will cost you around $14, $15. And in Canada, loose around $27. And in the UK, I managed to find a couple of examples, and around £18 would be what you'd be looking to pay for a loose Stryfe. So if you're looking for this one for your collection, that's the sort of ballpark figures you're looking at price wise. I hope you can get it under that, of course, because these are just price guides and of course are always subject to change. Next we've got Gideon, a super cool mutant with the ability to absorb everyone else's abilities, and of course he is super rich. And if you look at his suitcase there very carefully, it comes with a hidden dagger. His gimmick is sword slash action, and I think this is a really cool Toybiz fig. Price wise, what would you pay for Gideon? Gideon comes in the US at $25 on average. In Canada, he comes in at 35 Canadian dollars on average, and in the UK at the moment he's coming in at 24 UK pounds. Loose in America, he's coming in at $11. In Canada, he comes in at $27, and in the UK loose, you managed to pick up examples for around £10. However, not always with his accessory, which is that little suitcase and stuff like that. So if you need Gideon, that's the prices you're looking at around now. Now, I just want to quickly jump in because I haven't done a pro tip for a while. A pro tip. So when you order your figures, I ordered quite a few this week from Jurassic collectibles. Really helpful. I managed to get a few that I was looking for. But when your figures turn up, sometimes there's quite often they're not covered in dust. You know, the other person's just managed to get dust on them. I recommend the best way to clean it is with a microfiber cloth and some glass cleaner. Spray the glass cleaner onto the cloth, clean up the plastic only, and then use a dry microfiber cloth to dry it off, and a dry microfiber cloth to clean off all of the cardboard. Then store them in a nice plastic bag and chuck a silica gel in there to keep them nice and dry. and they should keep your collection in the best possible condition you can whilst it's in your possession. Next up, we've got this evil mutant Forearm. Obviously, he has 4 arms, so it's kind of cool because he's 4 arms and his name is Forearm. He has this really cool gimmick where there's a button on the back and he swings his weapon around. His like wrists sort of rotate, so it's a really cool action fig. Lots of details there, and I just think looks really badass, this one. Price wise for Forearm, you are looking at around $23 if you live in the US. In Canada, on average, he was coming in at $40, and in the UK, 29 UK pounds. Loose, he come in the US at $14. In Canada, he came in at $30, and in the UK, I was unable to find an example. I could have, of course, priced up examples from the US or Canada or elsewhere, you know, Europe, but I think when you're buying them loose, you really need to look to buy them domestically. So with toy hunting, it's always a waiting game. A note to that X-Men creators found was there weren't many that had the weapon. He was very hard to find with a weapon. The lowest price we found him for was just $15 in the US. So, and that's sealed. So comparing that to $14 loose, you want to pay that extra $1 really and get him sealed if you can, because then you're going to get the weapon. Okay, a character which needs no introduction, the Merc with the Mouth. Now this toy is certified toy gold. It was really surprising this week when we did this video. I knew he was expensive, and possibly one of the most expensive Toybiz figures to purchase or find, but doing this video, doing the price searching, it was an eye-opener. So let's take a look at Deadpool. Deadpool, this is the first edition Deadpool ever made, as is a lot of the Toybiz figures are the first edition, first characters, and he comes with this dagger which moves in and out when he hits enemies. So what would you pay for Deadpool in 2021? Well, if you're in the States, the average price is $85 to $90. So that's a lot of money. In Canada, the average price is $100, and in the UK, the average price is 100 UK pounds. Now, the lowest price we found him for was in the States at $70, which isn't too bad at all. The highest price I found him for was 150 UK pounds, or a graded version of him came in at £299, but I'm always skeptical of the graded sort of versions, because I did see a Juggernaut first edition for $200 in the US, which had been opened, so I wasn't sure how they'd managed to grade it so high and then ask for so much. But yeah, that was the highest price we found. Loose, in the US he was $17, in Canada $60, and in the UK, I couldn't find a loose example. Now, Nostalgia Nate brought up a really good thing. He spotted a really good thing, and it's something I've noticed before. There is a way to get Deadpool cheaper. The first one's probably obvious, and that's bidding. Sometimes someone will put him up, I don't know, starting bid at 30 UK pounds, for example. And no one else has spotted it, and you can bid and you can get that reasonably low, which is pretty cool. So you can get this figure cheaper. But the second way is not so obvious, but something I've definitely done before and something Nate pointed and alluded to, and that is buying in bundles. They may not always just list it as Deadpool. There may be 3 or 4, and I'll put an example here on the side of the screen where someone has listed just a bundle of figures and Deadpool's in that bundle, and it would cost you a lot less. And if you don't need the other figures, you could always sell them off, and who knows, you may even get Deadpool free. So that's a pro tip for you. If you're looking to get Deadpool, sometimes he'll come up in bundles. If not, look for where he comes up as bid, and maybe you'll snag a deal cheap. But usually when someone's selling him just as a buy it now, the price is reasonably high. So there we go, there is your second part to the 1992 X-Force X-Men that were released. I do apologise for being a day late. I do like to get these videos out on a Monday. Again, I want to mention Jurassic Collectibles. Please follow the link in the description. I actually picked up some really good figures this week that I needed for the collection, because I'm still on the hunt. I'm still trying to finish off X-Men Toybiz series and Spider-Man and various other things, and I managed to pick them up for some really good prices. So you definitely want to check them out, because people are always putting things on there, and boom, you can jump in and get it. Next week I will be doing, I think it's series 6 off the top of my head, which is the series 6 of the X-Men, which is your Morph and your Silver Samurai. So that'll be something really cool to look forward to. Of course, I'll be bringing you prices and as a guide. And as always, thank you for watching and supporting me, and good luck searching for your toy gold.